business page.
It's estimated that at least 400 welders may be needed to help build the cracker plant in Beaver County. But finding qualified workers to do that work is no easy task. There's a serious shortage of welders and other steam fitters caused in part by the retirement or pending retirement of baby boomer union members. Steamfitters Local 449 is trying to address the problem with a new training center in Harmony, Pennsylvania in Butler County. They're offering 17 weeks of free, yes, free apprenticeship training for qualified applicants. Kenneth Broadbent is business manager for Steamfitters Local 449. Nick Kappas is a member of the Steamfitters Local 449 and is an organizer for recruiting new apprentices to their training program. Gentlemen, welcome to the show. It's great to have you on here.
Nice to be here, John.
Ken, let me ask you first about your new training center. That sounds very exciting.
Well, the Steamfitters just built a new training center because, and let me start off, that Steamfitters do heating, air conditioning, refrigeration, and process pipe work. So from the buildings and the skyscrapers, the hospitals and colleges, power plants, steel mills, natural gas plants.
You're essential in every kind of building project.
We like to think so, John. And as a matter of fact, the natural gas industry is very exciting to us with the new jobs coming, et cetera. Along with the shell cracker plant. We are going to peak at about 1,400 steam fitters on the shell cracker plant, probably about 400, 450 welders. So we thought building a new training center was essential to our survival and to be able to train welders and steam fitters properly for the shell cracker plant.
So this is a state-of-the-art training center. What does that mean?
By that, it means it's $18.5 million to actually build the building, 75,000 square foot.
Wow.
Paid $2.15 million for the 8-acre lot. In the building, there's state-of-the-art HVAC and refrigeration equipment, not only the equipment, but the controls, but rigging labs, boiler and control labs with chillers in it. Also, pipe fitting labs, but 66 weld booths to train more welders for the shortage of welders in the natural gas and the shell
I think
cracker.
this is terrific, and I can't compliment your union enough, particularly on the notion of free training for folks out there. And, you know, that's important. And I guess, Nick, you're out there trying to find the young people who can take advantage of this. Is it hard to find people who are interested in becoming a steam fitter?
It is. We every day we're on the road from West Virginia to the Lake Erie at different trade schools and tech schools, VOTEX and trade schools. There's young people that are working with their hands. We relate it to a small college football team. If we get the best player or the best welder from each school, we feel like we can build one stellar team.
You know, I did a story not too long ago on the fact that you know, college education is not for everybody. And in fact, we need to be re-emphasizing the importance of getting trade skills in the 21st century. And in fact, I interviewed someone who went through a training program as an HVAC expert, and after about 5 years out, he was making six-figure income. Yep. That's really doable, isn't it?
It is. A lot of our journeyman steam fitters make $80,000. If they work overtime, they can make $100,000 with health care, good health coverage, a pension, a vehicle, and a retirement security, so 2 forms of pension. But it doesn't come without hard work, John.
Right.
We do a 5-year apprenticeship, 1,000 hours of training in labs and then putting hands on working on the equipment, and 2,000 hours a year on the job. Our apprentices start at 45% of a journeyman scale and get a 10% raise each year. But unlike technical schools or community colleges or universities, when your son or daughter goes to a college and gets a graduate certificate, the hope to get a job. We have people from day one, once they start in the apprenticeship, get a decent wage and health coverage. But we do something.
So they're essentially guaranteed a job if they
exactly
do well?
Right, as long as work's good, but we're always placing people. And we like to consider ourselves professionals in heating, air conditioning, and process pipe, no different than other people. But our local does something a little different than most locals. We started 17 weeks of free training before they even start day one. Now, they're not paid, but they do 17 weeks of training so that they can get proficient at pipe welders, because we don't have enough pipe welders.
You know, I want to ask you about the shortage. In fact, let me just ask you about that first, because the fact is that baby boomers, people like me, are retiring. 10,000 baby boomers retire every day in America. And, you know, that's going to continue for the next decade or so. And while that happens, there's going to be great shortages for young people. I assume the same is happening in your profession.
It does, but last year we had about 450 people take our test. And from that, we do an interview process. And if they've got job-related skills, if they went to a tech school, a community college, which I believe the community colleges are some of the best, cheapest training, and then they come to us where they've already had some welding skill. Some of them had 300 or 400 hours of welding. Now we give them another 700. They're the people we think we can put on a natural gas industry. And all this training, not only the 17 weeks, but the 5-year apprenticeship is for free. We charge each member, out of each member's paycheck, 90 cents an hour goes into the JATC, Joint Apprentice Training Committee.
Wow. So it's supported by every Steamfitter.
By ourselves. And people don't realize, John, that we are self-sufficient, all the building trades unions. When our health and welfare needs more money, we take it out of the envelope. When our training needs more money, or our pension fund needs more money, we take it out of the envelope, not out of the state or the federal, self-sufficient.
We're about to run out of time, and I want to give Nick the last word here, because I think what's important, another important thing to emphasize, is that this work, it's not like your grandfather's day. High tech, you can't just go in and repair, an HVAC system or do some welding like you might do in your shop at home or in the basement. I mean, we're talking really high tech skills, aren't we, Nick?
Mm-hmm. We are. A lot of our contractors are utilizing iPads to not only converse with each other, but also with the engineers, the architects that are on jobs. So we're utilizing technology all the time to keep up with the times of energy management, building controls.
Well, again, it's 21st century technology. That's true for the Steamfitters as much as it is for the television industry. Gentlemen, thank you very much for coming in and sharing with us. Congratulations on the great work you're doing. We much appreciate it. Good luck to you.
Thank you very much.
Hey, folks, if you want to step up, get in touch with these guys. I think it's tremendous. I really do. When the Sunday